Good evening. Oh, I'm going to ask you to remain standing as Heather Lible sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the ramparts regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, honored guests, parents and friends of the graduating class of 2002. Tonight is the 111th annual high school commencement of the Vancouver Public Schools, and this is the 37th class to graduate from Columbia River High School. At this time, I'd like to introduce the guests on the platform. They are Mr. Dale Rice, the Vancouver School Board member. Mrs. Pam Kirkcaldy, Senior Counselor. And Mrs. Marilyn Gaffrey, Associate Principal of Curriculum. And the next two guests that you will see here are wonderful speakers selected by the faculty and graduating class of Columbia River. And the first speaker is Mr. David Rail. Welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow graduates. By popular demand, now this is a story all about how my life got twisted upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, so just sit right there and I'll tell you how I became the prince of a school called CR. Yes, Mr. Avil, please, tell us a little about yourself. Evil, actually. Dr. Evil. Very well, where should I begin? My father was a relentlessly self-improving boulangerie owner from Belgium with low-grade narcolepsy. He would make outrageous claims, like he invented the question mark. Sometimes he would accuse chestnuts of being lazy. My childhood was typical. Summers in Rangoon, luge lessons. At the age of 18, I head off to Evil Medical School. From there, we graduate high school and embark on the rest of our lives. And as we continue onward, we are faced with the fundamental question, what is the purpose of life? Now, I hate to disappoint you, but no, I haven't figured it out. However, from my experiences, I have come across a few things that I consider to be very important, and I will share those with you now. First of all, have fun and enjoy life. If you aren't enjoying yourself, then change what you're doing. As far as we know, we only have one shot at this life, so make the most of it. If you want to travel or go on an adventure, then go do it. For there's no reason to trudge along, going week to week, or especially year to year, not going out and doing what you really want to do. And never, ever put aside your dreams. Don't allow yourself to not do something that you want to do, because regrets are far worse than failure. Your life is yours. Do what you want and enjoy every minute of it. However, at the same time, remember that there is more than just you in this world. Keep in touch with your friends and family, and don't distance yourself, because we all need a little love and encouragement now and again. Also, be there for them when they need you, because you never know when you might be that difference in someone's life. And whenever you can, help people less fortunate than yourself. Donating a little time and effort can mean a lot, and there's nothing more rewarding than seeing the difference that you've made in someone's life. But if there's one thing I could have each of you take away this evening, it would be this. Confront the question of your spirituality. Take the time to search your heart, mind, and soul, and ask yourself, is there a God or some greater power? Now, we all come to our own answer at our own point in life, and people can argue one way or the other. However, I believe the most important thing is to ask yourself the question and not to simply avoid it altogether. So give it serious and honest consideration, and know that regardless of what you decide, you will feel better for developing your own beliefs and your own answer. Now, I've mentioned the purpose or the question of life, but really, this is your question. This is your life, and your purpose must be entirely yours. But if you could, please keep in mind these few things. Develop your own goals and always strive to achieve them, regardless of the opinions of others. Stay close to friends and family and lend a helping hand to those in need. Consider your spirituality and know that there are always people there to help you in your search. And most importantly, lead a complete and fun life. Finally, even though this may be a somewhat sad time for us graduates, saying goodbye to good old Columbia River and having only a couple months before we part ways with many of our friends, remember this. Even though the future may seem uncertain, this is not the end. This is the commencement of something great. I wish all of you success in your future endeavors, and regardless of where the road of life takes you, may you thoroughly enjoy the journey. Thank you. And now, here's Leah LeBrant.
I've always loved playing with mud. It's gooey, it's grimy, it's dirty, and it's slimy. You can't deny the wonder of mud. But more recently, I've gotten the chance to play with earth. While mud sculptures definitely have their merits, they aren't exactly timeless, especially when your brothers or your dog make a point of smashing your carefully crafted sculptures. I began to work with pottery this year, molding ideas into a solid form that, when fired, became stone. And as I worked toward an appreciation of the unexpected, I learned not only about the molding of clay, but the molding of our lives. Every sense I've ever had of control over the shape of my life has dissolved in the face of all that I've learned from some high-class mud. Pottery yields to the hands, yet outside forces contribute to shaping the final creation. In the same way, our lives rest within the experiences that we choose and the paths that we follow. But even the most carefully planned steps and objectives can be thrown in our faces. That's where the pottery comes in. While we may not be able to shape every event that crosses our paths, we do have the power to shape our response to each experience and to grow as a result. By far, the most important things that I've learned from pottery are to pursue an objective with an open mind, even when your direction changes unexpectedly, to be creative in seeking new opportunities, and to remain centered on who you are and what you truly believe. When setbacks sit directly in our paths, we're able to choose our response, and as a result, can learn from those experiences. I realized in my sophomore year that my immense fear of speaking in front of people could ultimately prevent me from being successful. My fear was my obstacle. But rather than allowing myself to join fear in its nasty plot to ruin all that I'd hoped for, I joined the speech and debate team. We should embrace new experiences despite fear, uncomfortable as they may seem at the time, like falling face first off of an inner tube on my first attempt to do anything related to water sports, or pulling G's on my first flight in a fighter plane. In the same way, when pottery doesn't work out, when the kiln dies and fries all the pieces to a brown crisp, there's still uses for those pieces, and beauty in their ability to withstand heat great enough to create stone, despite the changes that it might ultimately make in their shape or coloration. I began to create the shape of my future in elementary school. I would go to high school, attend a college like Harvard or Stanford, become rich and famous, and live happily ever after. I gradually came to realize that that wasn't necessarily going to be the case. Jolting experiences taught me that I can manage the happily ever after part, even if I can't manage the rest. People who surround us with their kindness and input can aid us in finding this happiness in a creative outlet that suits each of us, despite the setbacks we're bound to face. I've learned the true joy and amazement of blowing bubbles from an adopted one-year-old Chinese girl who was abandoned on the steps of a government building. I've learned what real life and determination are from a close relative who I watched as she fought death to the end. It's the powerful support that these unique experiences create, which has shaped my personality to face life's daily grudges, drudges, and joys in a fresh and creative way. Without being centered and secure on the wheel, a piece of pottery will either collapse in on itself with any pressure or physically fly off the wheel. They don't call the creation of pots on the wheel throwing for no reason. A center is essential for the creation of a beautiful, well-balanced piece of work. And although pieces can be entirely unique, they all start with centering. We need a center just as much as a clay pot. While setbacks and disappointments draw in around us, our purpose must remain despite, or we collapse in upon ourselves. If we are not centered on a goal, a religious belief, a potential career, or some other driving concept, we forfeit our opportunity to reach outside of ourselves to create the beautifully shaped people we have always been meant to become. When I was 6, I always refused to take naps at my babysitter's house, but pretty soon she figured out my goal: grape popsicles. Whenever she'd nudge me towards nap time, she'd offer me the hope of a grape popsicle when I woke up, and oddly enough, it worked. And while grape popsicles are still tasty, they don't exactly drive my life or my nap time. But that was one instance where I was driven to succeed in obtaining a goal and was better off in the effort, as was my babysitter. Without a focus, we collapse in on ourselves, becoming wrapped up in our own self-pity. And by driving past the disappointments and remaining set on our purpose, we're bound to succeed. I'd like to leave you with a quote by Browning from Rabbi Ben Ezra that truly epitomizes the shape that we create ourselves to be as we mold ourselves on the wheel of time. Aye, note that potter's wheel, that metaphor, and feel why time spins fast, why passive lies our clay. Thou, to whom fools propound, when the wine makes it round, since life fleets, all is changed. Past gone, seize today. Fool, all that is, at all, lasts ever, past recall. Earth changes, but thy soul and God stand sure. What entered into thee, that was, is, and shall be. Time's wheel runs back or stops. Potter and clay endure. Thank you.
I apologize for the miscue on there. Let's give them a round of applause. Now, I will be embarrassed if they cue the music when I'm in front of this mic. I know I cannot sing I Remember You Through the Years. All of the trials, and certainly that was an example of it, successes, tears, and joy of 12 years of school have been focused on the events of the past few weeks. On May 30th, a special honors awards program was held to recognize deserving seniors. We're extremely proud of the scholastic awards and honors given many of the members of the graduating class of 2002. In this class of 193 students, there are 83 honors students. The honor roll is comprised of those students who have earned an accumulative GPA of 3.3 or higher during their 4 years of high school. You will note on your commencement program that these students have asterisks before their name. In further testimony of their performance, each student's diploma will bear an honor sticker denoting the degree of scholastic achievement. These students are also wearing honor cords. In addition, those 25 seniors who are members of the National Honor Society are noted in the program. They are wearing blue and gold honor cords this evening. I would like to have these honor students stand, and I welcome your applause for them at this time. Please. Seven years ago, Columbia River High School added a new category for recognition. This unique group of 27 seniors are seeking the International Baccalaureate diploma. I qualified this by saying seeking because they will not be notified of their test scores until early July. I would like these 27 students to stand while I tell you what they have encountered in their quest for this full International Baccalaureate diploma, if they would stand at this time. They must have taken 4 years of math, foreign language, science, English, and history. They must have taken 2 years of a sixth subject in addition to a course called Theory of Knowledge. They took 6 externally scored exams this May, which will be evaluated in the following countries: the United Kingdom, France, Canada, Switzerland, Barbados, the Philippines, South Africa, and Portugal. They also completed a 4,000-word essay of original research. These students are wearing a white cowl, and again, I welcome your applause for their outstanding work in this full IB diploma program. At this time, I would ask the front row of soon-to-be graduates to come on stage. From Elizabeth, if you would come. I'll have you lead, Andres. If you would come up on stage, and then I'll share with you why they're coming up on stage. Come on down. I would like to recognize the members of the class of 2002 who comprise the highest 5% scholastically based on their grade point average. Each of these outstanding students will receive a medallion recognizing their exceptional academic accomplishment. Please hold your applause until all honored students have received their award. Emmanuel Andres, William Eugene Bishop, Elizabeth Acacia Brown, what happened? Oh. Randall Brian Grove, Stephanie Johnson, Leah LeBrant, Daniel Eugene Musgrave, Fong Nguyen, Alexander Nowaki, David Allen Rayo, Emily O'Brien Roberts, Jacob Andrew Swenson, Elizabeth Uno. Please give them a wild round of applause. It is now my pleasure to present the Citizenship Award. This is the 37th year the award has been given, and it is the highest recognition the faculty gives to 2 graduating seniors. Recipients of the past 5 years are listed in your program. The Citizenship Award is granted with the following points in mind. The recipient should demonstrate willingness and dependability, a democratic spirit, a high level of character, and work for the good of the group rather than oneself. The recipients of this award will have their names engraved on the larger plaque before me, reserved for those honored. They will also receive individual plaques later this summer. Will these 2 honored students please come to the stage when I read your name? The recipients of the Citizenship Award for the class of 2000 are Lauren Bruce and Josh Funakalafi. I'm delighted to offer congratulations to the parents of the class of 2002. Parents, your support for this school district, and particularly Columbia River High School, is greatly appreciated. It is evident that you have also given a great deal of support to your graduate. This support, and oftentimes sacrifice, is honored at this special occasion. As a parent of 3 young children, I often reflect on what interests they will pick up and on what future talents they will develop. I look at their frequent moments of joy and laughter, and at periods where bruises and scrapes become a daily occurrence. I am sure the parents, grandparents, and relatives present this evening can immediately relate and recall countless similar thoughts and memories. Memories of birthdays with friends, dance recitals, music lessons, and weekend ball games, just to name a few activities, are captured in thousands of snapshots and videos that record the celebrations and the stages of growth that you have all enjoyed over the years of schooling. Together, these individual pictures compose a mural that holds a vision parents have nurtured for the future of their child. Graduates, it is now your turn to take on a new role in the development of how this vision, this mural of the landscape before you, will be colored and shaped as you head down very different roads. In the early 1600s, the first shipload of travelers landed on the northeast coast of what would become the United States. The first year, they established a town site. The second year, they elected a town government. The third year, that newly elected town government planned to build a road 5 miles toward the west into the wilderness. And the fourth year, the people tried to impeach their elected officials because they thought it was a waste of time and money to build that 5-mile road into the western wilderness. After all, who needed to go there anyway? Isn't that interesting? People who had the vision to see 3,000 miles across an ocean and had the courage to get there were no longer able to see even 5 miles out of town. They had lost their vision. Do not lose sight of your goals and purpose. Continue to challenge yourself, dream big, learn from the choices you make, look into the wilderness, and have the vision to imagine and look beyond the road before you. Parents, the Columbia River faculty and administration are proud to have assisted you in this important job of preparing your student for their future. Members of the graduating class, congratulations. The administration, faculty, and staff have enjoyed watching you change and grow. You will face challenges, disappointments, success, sorrow, and joy. It is our wish that you will have the personal resources and strength necessary to face with integrity, dignity, and honor all that life has to offer you. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce to you Mr. Dale Rice, Vancouver Public Schools Board Member.
You know, when you run for a school board, you have no idea all the duties you get. This is not my favorite duty, okay? Talking to 2,000, I don't know how many of you would be comfortable talking to 2,000 and 193 of the brightest people on the planet, but this isn't my fun part, but I'll do my best. Make it short, right? All right, fine. Well, good evening, great-grandparents, grandparents, parents, brothers, sisters, friends, and all that have contributed to the class of 2002. We have a lot to celebrate this evening. There's a lot at stake here. Before we get to more congratulations here for the class, I think there's some other congratulations and thank yous that go out. And one of those is to your community at large. Me being a businessman and a board member and owning a calculator, and noting numbers and such. I did a calculation when I was preparing this speech, and it was interesting to me. I'd never done it before. I've calculated that over the last 12 years, 12 and a half, including kindergarten, I guess, 12 and a half years, the average cost of your education started at about $5,000, ended about $7,000 per year. So I'm averaging it at 6. Each of you had the contribution, $72,000 plus 3 for kindergarten, or $75,000 from your community. Not only people in this room, but 65,000 other people in your community that voted for taxes and levies. And when you magnify that times 193, that's a $14,475,000 investment in you. And that's an interesting number to me. Good old Vancouver, coming up with some serious money for a serious cause. So we need to thank them. Think of them. Now, if you really want to thank them tonight, before you get a diploma, you can make a check out to me, Dale Rice, for... Sorry, I just couldn't pass it. Of course, you pay it back. When you're a taxpayer, you pay it to the next generation. It's the way we do it in America, and it's a great system. Unless you want to pay me tonight, which, no. There's another group we need to thank. Would the staff, the entire staff of Columbia River High School, please stand up? And also, are there any elementary and middle school teachers and staff that have contributed to this class? And if you, please stand up if you are here. All right. The money's important, but the money doesn't educate you. These people educate you. Now, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Almost had to stay after school. These people educate you. These people have driven you, they have fed you, they have counseled you, they have nurtured you, and most of all, they've educated you. Let's give them a big hand. You want more applause? Okay, good. The next group we need to thank, U-193. We need to thank, and I will ask to stand, great-grandparents, grandparents, parents, brothers and sisters of these graduates that helped educate them. Please stand up. Now, it goes without saying that you wouldn't be here at all if they weren't here. But I want something ancestral remembered tonight, and the events of 9/11 made it clear to me. If your great-grandparents, grandparents, parents, someone in your family hadn't got you to the US of A and to Vancouver, Washington, you wouldn't be sitting in a class that has spent the kind of money, the kind of talent. If you were raised and your ancestors went to Africa, South America, many parts of South America, Asia, or how about Afghanistan? In Afghanistan tonight, there is no class of 2002. There is no Kabul high school. There is no Kabul class. So let's not forget with the great things that these people and our ancestors have done for us to make all this work. So thank you. The Board of Vancouver Schools hopes that you learn more than the basic skills. You wouldn't be sitting here if you hadn't learned the basic skills, but we hope you've learned more. We know you've learned more. We made you do a senior project, and we know you love us for it. We hope you learn more. We hope you learn to be compassionate. We hope you learn to take care of those with less and to help when needed, those that have less and when they need your help, to help them. We hope you learn to dream. As Mike said earlier, we hope you learn to dream really big dreams, because in your dreams, you can be 100 times more powerful than just doing something you think you should do or is easy to do. We hope you learn to not make little things big. When someone pulls in front of you on a freeway, don't try and ram them. We all want to, but don't do it. I mean, it's too distracting. I mean, you've got a bigger future. Don't make little things into big. Just don't do it. It's a waste of your time. It's not big enough for you. And learn to be bold. Goethe said, "Be bold and mighty forces will come to your aid." The Vancouver School Board, had we not for the last decade asked for $256 million in bonds by the 64,000, there wouldn't have been a renovation of Columbia River High School. There may not be an IB program. There may not be a lot of things, computers, etc. We did go forth. You go forth in your lives. Go out and do big stuff. You never know. You may just get it. But do it. And finally, we just want you to be smart. We want you to come back to us. We want you to, your community wants you to come back. Your teachers want to see how you've succeeded. And your family loves you and wants you back. So be safe, be smart. Don't do drugs, don't drink and drive, don't do the stupid stuff. Please come back to us. We love you, and the Vancouver School Board congratulates you and all the families. Have a great life.
Ladies and gentlemen, the highlight of this evening's program is the awarding of the diplomas. This represents the sacrifices and efforts of many years. It also represents the hopes and dreams of both students and their families. I would like to present the 193 members of the 2002 graduating class of Columbia River High School. They have met the requirements of Columbia River High School and the Vancouver Public Schools and are recommended by the faculty and administration to receive their diplomas this evening. And with that, we will begin the awarding of diplomas.
Everybody ready? Ready? Okay. Are we ready? Okay. Congratulations, seniors. Emmanuel Andrus. William Eugene Bishop. Elizabeth Acacia Brown. Randall Brian Grove. Stephanie Ann Johnson. Leah Beth LeBrant. Daniel Eugene Musgrave. Fong Hung Win. Alexander Patrick Nowaki. David Allen Rail. Emily O'Brien Roberts. Jacob Andrew Swenson. Elizabeth Mako Uno. Courtney Seabree Alexander. Kyle Andrew Alexander. Nathan Joseph Alexander. Ryan Mark Alexander. Rachel Mary Anderson. Preston William Antisdale. Heather Michelle Leibel. Kingsley K. Anukum. Anthony Baltazar. Oh. Melissa Nicole Archuleta. Christopher David Bates. Krista Marie Baumgarten. Zane Mason James Baxter. Sean Robert Beasley. Andrew J. Edmund Benak. Rachel Ann Benson. Evan Quinn Bergman. Robert Frederick Blatt. Corneliu Flavius Brisk. Lauren Christine Bruce. Matthew Robert Bunn. Logan Colby Burback. Kenneth Scott Byers. Jennifer Alicia Caldwell. Nicholas Allen Calver. Ashley R. Carr. Benjamin Jacob Carroll. Kaylee Jean Marie Carroll. Kelly James Carroll. Eric Ryan Castleberry. Christopher Cheka. Frank Joseph Shadoin IV. Tracy Lee Chilberg. Megan Renee Clark. Sean Robert Clausen. Jennifer Renee Conley. Beth Lee Cooper. Geraldine Martinez Craig. Rachel May Kroon. Raymond Frank Kroon. Angie Davis. Jeremiah Adam Day. Elizabeth Marie Deeney. Nancy Renee DiGirolamo. Amina Sophia Dorr. Karen Amber Dosher. Edward Harding Ebert. Carly Sue Eller. Devin Ansel Ellis. Matthew Allen Earhart. Jordan Michael Erickson.
Troy Kenneth Fendel. Joshua Tupo Fonakalafi. Brian Robert Freshwater. Nolan Christopher Gallegos. Heather Michelle Gatter. Carly Marie Gibbons. Valerie Ruth Glab. Christina Marie Graber. Kashina Dawn Groves. Samuel Lee Grovem. Chris Andrew Gruby. Alan Harold Willis Halsey. Eric Lloyd Halverson. Ross Charles Harper. Catherine Mary Harris. Stephanie Ann Hartshorn. Eric Stephen Heidenthal. David Lawrence Herzog. Edward Leonard Hewitt, Jr. Lindsay K. Hyatt. Jonna Janine Hill. Christopher Raymond Holm. David Michael Ruska. Anders Vegdal Herr. Erica Lynn Hurd. John Allen Hust. Eric Richard Imsey. Christopher Adam Inglis. Nitin Chaco Jacob. Jesse Blake Jacobs. Krista Louise Jacobson. Jeffrey Kevin Jagelski. Clint Leroy Johnson. Carolyn Gale Johnson. Rachel Elena Karchner. Jack Vernon Kemper. Vitaly Kondor. Keely Rianne Kruger. Chelsea Ann Leroux. James Michael Larson. Megan Mary Laschek. Chandra Elena Lida. Mindy Ann Lehman. Caitlin Patricia Lilly. Kyle Richard Lindblad. Lorraine Austin Lodge. Rachel Deanne Lookingbill. Rebecca Jean Lookingbill. Stephen Paul Luck. James Anthony Malone. Kara Michelle Martindale Shaw. Sean Brian Mason. Paul Jean-Delon Mopu. Elliot Sean May. Deshauna Marie McCormies. Dylan Thomas McCune. Patrick William Vincent McDonald. Kelsey Kathleen McLaughlin. Richard Allen McNeil. Heather Ann Mealer. Jamie Lee Mercer. Joshua Henry Merritt. Katie Ann Miller. Michael Ignatius Morris. Rodney Joseph Nahn.
Christina Lynn Netto. Crystal Lee Nodine. Patrick James Nord. David Andrew Norton. Kelly Danielle Overacker. Robert Nathaniel Owen Williams. Charmaine B. Owens. Sarah Elizabeth Palin. Joshua Travis Palmore. Charles Thomas Parks. Shirag Haresh Patel. Lindsay Brianna Patterson. James Garrett Paxton. April Christine Peck. Wendy Marie Pemberton. Derek Bay Petta. Susan Hillary Pierce. Karen Ray Platt. Melissa Christine Poe. Kayla Christine Porter. Kyle William Potter. Lindsay Marie Price. Lindsay Marie Proctor. Russell Philip Reed. Robin Cynthia Rosenau. Melissa Renee Rucker. Joseph H. Rudolph. Johanna Ray Schilling. Nathan Andrew Schultz. Bradley Archer Champagne. Kelly Ryan Shinners. Brett Francis Skinner. Jessica Lynn Smedley. Brittany Corrine Smith. Takesha Nicole Smith. Richard Andrew Sorensen. Blake Andrew Spencer. Suzanne Jane Spencer. Karen Leanne Stallings. Ambrose Sturr. Jessica Lorene Stokes. Jill Rosemary Sullivan. Rebecca Lynn Sullivan. Nicholas R. Tapias. Jaron Allen Toma. Kristen Louise Tyson. Michelle Chiotti. Jason Christopher Vaughn. Stephen Patrick Vera. Paul Albert Virgin. Amanda Victoria Walsh. Leo Luke Sean Wan. Stephanie Wiegand. Nicole Elizabeth Weber. Austin Grant Weiss. Christine Michelle Weston. Erin Ann Williams. Joseph Matthew Wenton. Rachel Sue Wodardzik. Devin Michael Wolf Woolley. Jacob Edward Wolkenauer. Ian Tatji Wong. Xiaozhou Yi. Giovanni Gambarata. And Sigrun Marston.
Graduates, if you would please stand. Graduates, will you please move your tassels from the left to the right? Congratulations, graduates of Columbia River High School, class of 2002. One more time, round of applause. I would ask that the graduates remain standing as Heather Leibel sings the alma mater of Columbia River.
Oh, chieftains brave, we sing to thee. You're worthy of our praise. We proudly wear your colors fair. To thee our voices raise. The memories I cherish that you have given me. Oh, alma mater, Columbia River High, we pledge our loyalty.